Welcome to Second Chapter Stories, where we share powerful journeys of ordinary people who found the courage to begin again. These are stories of resilience, reinvention, and hope. Stories that remind us that life's greatest opportunities sometimes arrive disguised as disappointment. Today's story is about a woman who spent years working toward a promotion she never received, and how that painful setback led her to a future she never imagined. Let's begin. At 48, Patricia walked into her office building as the founder of a thriving leadership consultancy. She trained managers, advised executives, and earned more than she ever had during her corporate career. What many people didn't know was that 6 years earlier, Patricia had experienced one of the most painful moments of her professional life. The promotion she had spent years working toward went to someone else, and she thought her career was over. This is her story. For nearly 15 years, Patricia worked for the same company. She was dependable, dedicated, hardworking, the kind of employee every manager wanted on their team. She arrived early, stayed late, delivered results, and consistently exceeded expectations. Her colleagues respected her, her supervisors praised her, and everyone assumed she would eventually move into senior leadership, including Patricia. The promotion represented more than a title. It represented recognition, validation, proof that all her sacrifices had been worth it. For years, she worked toward that goal. She attended training programs, accepted additional responsibilities, mentored junior staff, and consistently performed at a high level. When the leadership position finally became available, Patricia felt ready, confident, hopeful. The interview process went well. The feedback seemed positive. Friends and colleagues congratulated her in advance. Many believed the decision was already made. Then came the announcement. The promotion went to someone else, someone younger, someone with fewer years at the company, someone Patricia had once trained. The news hit her harder than she expected. At first, she tried to remain professional. She congratulated the successful candidate, smiled during meetings, continued doing her work. But privately, she was devastated. The disappointment followed her everywhere. She replayed the decision repeatedly in her mind. What had she done wrong? Why wasn't she enough? Had she wasted years chasing something that was never going to happen? The questions became exhausting. For months, Patricia struggled to regain her motivation. The work she once enjoyed now felt different. The ambition that had driven her for years began to fade. Then one day, during a professional development workshop, something unexpected happened. A participant approached her afterward. "You're a better teacher than most consultants I've worked with." The comment seemed small, but it planted a seed. Over the following months, similar comments appeared. People sought her advice, asked for coaching, requested guidance on leadership and career growth. Patricia began to notice something she had overlooked. The skills she valued most weren't tied to her job title. They were tied to her ability to help people grow. Slowly, a new idea began to emerge. What if the promotion wasn't the only path forward? What if there was another way? At first, the thought felt risky. Leaving a stable career was not part of her plan, but neither was staying somewhere she felt increasingly invisible. So Patricia began preparing. She studied coaching, developed training programs, built relationships, saved money, and eventually, after careful planning, she launched her own leadership consulting business. The first year was difficult. Clients were scarce, income was uncertain, doubt returned frequently. There were moments when she questioned everything, but she kept moving forward. One client became three, three became 10, referrals increased, opportunities expanded, and before long, Patricia discovered something remarkable. The career she had built for herself was larger than the promotion she had once wanted. Years later, she looked back on that painful day differently. What once felt like rejection had actually been redirection. The opportunity she thought she lost had opened the door to something even better. Patricia's story reminds us that disappointment is not always the end of the road. Sometimes it is a sign pointing toward a different path. Many of us attach our worth to outcomes, a promotion, a title, an opportunity, a recognition we believe we deserve. But our value is not determined by a single decision, and our future is not limited to a single door. Sometimes the opportunities we miss create space for opportunities we never would have considered. Patricia didn't get what she wanted. She discovered something greater, a future she could build for herself. Thank you for listening to this episode of Second Chapter Stories. If this story inspired you, please subscribe for more stories of resilience, reinvention, and new beginnings. And tell us in the comments, have you ever experienced a disappointment that later turned out to be a blessing in disguise? We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, remember, not every closed door is a rejection. Sometimes it's a redirection toward a better destination.